Okay, one more time, we're back, and it's the Fuse, and we have got multi-talented. I just don't know what acronym or how to actually put the list, because Joe is indeed big. It's good to have you, Joe.
What's up, brother? Thank
I'm
you.
all right.
Thank you
Good to
very
have
much.
you.
Appreciate
And
it.
good enough, we both share the same name, Joe. But is yours
You j-
Joseph?
No, just Joe.
Just Joe.
Born as a simple three-letter name, man.
It's good to have you back in Africa,
Thank you.
particularly
Thank you.
Nigeria.
It's always nice. It's always, as they say, this is my second home. I come quite a bit.
Exactly. So, can you count like how many times you've been in Nigeria?
Oh, man, I can't, to be honest with you, which is a blessing because, a lot of people would love, to come here and just have this experience. But I'm very fortunate. I mean, I've been coming for a while. I've met some great people. I love the country. I love the landscape. I love the food. And it's just a lot of fun to perform here as well with the energy that they possess. So it's nice.
Now, talking about the food, what food have you tried? Because you said I love the food. What food?
Well, it's pretty simple. It's pretty. I mean, they have a nice little array of food here, but it's pretty simple. Just the fish, the way they do it, the way they prepare it. I don't know the names of it, of all of it, but I just know that I've never had fish as fresh as some of the fish here.
Wow, that's
It's
nice.
pretty good.
All right, now let's get down to business. Let's talk about your music. Now, Joe, singing for quite a long time, and then now you're getting there in terms of you're trying to go to the next level. Now, the question is, when are we expecting a brand new album from you?
Very soon, very soon. I just released an album, Double Back, July 2nd in the U.S. And what I'm working on at this point, I'm working on a new record to be released maybe during the summer as well. Just a year later from the last album. It's pretty much done already. I'm just waiting on certain particulars, and I'm really excited about this music, man. I'm trying to bring it back to the essence of what R&B was and the culture of what it was. It was love, it was romance, it was sexy. I'm just trying to bring that. It was sharp, it was clean back in the day. And I just want to carry that essence of what R&B really stood for. Not just rhythm and blues, but, things that was class and elegance as well. Respect and appreciation and gratitude for what we have.
Wow, that's nice. That's like compact, though.
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
That's heavy.
It's a little heavy, but it's very lighthearted when it comes to the music. And I think music should just be portrayed in a way where, it's not pushed into your face. It's something that you feel as individual. It's not like, okay, you hear it 1,000 times on the radio and it becomes a hit. I want it to be immediately when you hear my music that you fall in love with it.
We had songs like More and More. We had songs like Table for Two.
Yeah.
I mean, these were magnificent hits here in Nigeria. Are we going to have something super duper like that coming up from the forthcoming album? As
Well, I hope so, because, at the same time, in that same breath, who knew that those records was going to be as big as they were? I can't predict the future. If I could, I would be a very, very wealthy man. But at the end of the day, I try to make the best music that comes across in the best way, as far as feeling. I want people to feel the music that I give, as well as the performances as well, on stage that I give.
All right, down here in Nigeria, a lot of people have compared Joe to Tyrese. Because a lot of people say, oh, yeah, Joe, Tyrese, and so on.
Is that the dark-skinned bald head?
Yeah.
Is that the comparison? I don't know if it's the music, but I know maybe the look.
I don't know. But we know Tyrese gets into movie at times, of course.
That's my brother.
Yeah. Joe, get into movies pretty soon.
Oh man, that's an opportunity I would love, and I wouldn't shut the door, turn the lights out on that one, and but I think it's got to be the right opportunity for me, and I have to prepare myself for it, and that's one thing about me. I'm not gonna do something half-ass. I want to do it 100%. So if I did have the opportunity, it's gonna be something I really worked hard for.
But when I sit down, I kind of like see you starring in a Tyler Perry movie because you do love, romance. What's holding you
I
back?
could do comedy too.
Tyler hasn't put that call through yet?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. I actually met him once, and there was a brief meeting, and I'm not even sure if he knew who I was at the time. So I would love to do movies, whether it's a Tyler Perry or something that Oprah wants to start, her film company, and I don't know. We'll see what God has in store.
That's right. What God has in store. I like that. Okay, now let's go to. Just recently we lost a legend. I'll call him a legend because he was living. He was getting there. I'm talking of Paul Walker.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How did you feel when you heard that story as well?
Well, I mean, it was so surreal. I mean, it was pretty crazy to have seen his movies, which is him in a car driving fast, and it's one of those situations like, no way, it's just very shocking to hear that he lost his life in a car accident, and you never would have thought that in a million years, that it would be married to his whole success of his career. I mean, I only know him from the Fast and the Furious, sports cars, fast cars, and it's very sad. It's very sad to see that he's that's the way he had to go out, unfortunately. And I feel bad. I feel a lot of pain and hurt for his family to have to wake up and hear this news. And just a lot of prayers go out to his friends and his families that are watching. I pray that you can find some strength. And I know you'll never be able to move on from it, but I hope that you find some confidence, some strength and the love that we have for Paul Walden, that we've and the respect that we've shown him, and that we continue will have for him. So I wish the family the best in their healing process during this time.
That's quite touchy, though. The pain is deep. I heard it myself.
I can't imagine going through anything like that or dealing with someone who.
It's tough.
And it was one of the most tragic ways to go. Can't imagine. I'm sure he suffered. Maybe he didn't. I hope he didn't suffer. But I can't imagine going out like that, and that was tough.
Okay. All right, Joe. Now, let's talk about your dress sense. I mean, I can see the suits and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some good suits, too.
Yes, sir.
And all
Yes,
that,
sir.
and the GQ thing going on. So tell us, what are the 5 things you look for before you put on a dress? Because I know you took some time out, take the colors, match the colors. I mean, the wristwatches and all that,
Yeah.
the little blings and all that.
Well, nowadays I'm becoming more simple in terms of not being gaudy, but just keeping it tasteful, And I think that's so important when it comes to me looking back on how they used to dress back in the 40s and 50s. Very elegant, very classy. The men were always dressed hard-bottom shoes, a nice suit and tie, a derby, a fedora. And it was always a nice look. When you look back at it now, it's like, wow, they were really incredible. That style was really nice. Trust me, I was a Timberland guy. I was hoodied up. I did those jersey days when I was young, Air Force Ones. Yeah, of course. I mean, I went through that phase, but as I become older and more mature, my wardrobe changes. I want to look like my age, so to speak. Not necessarily trying to look a certain age, look more mature, but it's a transition in life that we all must take and must become aware of. That the older you get, when you start dressing, when you continue to dress how you used to dress, the more ridiculous you look.
I get that.
with the hoods and baggy
Timberlands,
jeans, and I mean, it's okay to do it every now and then. But when you go overboard and just start getting cross colors and making it look super young.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the direction that mature people should be going into. I think you should certainly grow up with yourself, with your fashion as well.